I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Wildwood FSX 179DBK. This is a short travel trailer with a Murphy bed and double over double rear bunks. One of the things I want to start off on that I like right away is this right over here, which is the campside dinette. I like when manufacturers do this because as I'm sitting here having my morning coffee or breakfast, I get a view out to my campsite, which is a site that I want. I don't want to look out at my neighbors. This is what I want, and I have the nice big window to accommodate me. Also, the dinette here is large enough you can comfortably seat 4 people, and if you want to drop this down into a bed, you can do that as well. Of course, an adult will probably have to curl up a little bit, but it does make a great bed for a child. You'll also see a couple things up top here. One are these right here. This is actually for the Boss tube speaker that comes with this unit. I'll show you that a little bit later, but you can hang it right there for music. You have storage up top here. I'll open both of those up. I kind of like the wood in here too. It almost has like a barnwood look to it. It's pretty cool, a little more rustic than we're used to seeing. You'll see you have your thermostat right over here to the side and dual USB ports. Double over double bunks right here in the back, teddy bear bunk series. Both the top and bottom have windows. Then the very bottom is open. So that's a great spot for some of your larger items, whether you want to put sleeping bags down there, or if you have like a dirty laundry basket, you can put that under there, maybe a duffel bag full of kids' clothes. But that is a great extra storage underneath there. As we make our way into the bathroom here, you'll see the foot flush lever toilet. Now, my left leg here is a little bit cramped. I mean, you can probably put it up here and make everything work, but otherwise, it's just kind of an awkward position. Other than that, as far as the shoulders, that works pretty well. I'm wide in the shoulders, and I don't have much of an issue. Right here in the corner is your sink, electrical outlet there, and then underneath, you have access to your P-trap. Then right over here is the shower. The hand wand is currently missing, but it obviously does come with it. We just have to have that installed. As far as height, so I am 6 foot. You can see that, if I'm not standing underneath the vent, I have a little bit of extra space there, not much. If you're, 6'1", 6'2", something like that, you'll probably have to bend over to shower. If you're any shorter than that, though, you should be just fine. Making our way back out here, we get into the fridge-freezer combo. This one is a Norcold fridge-freezer. Open that up, show you the space inside. This one does run off both propane and gas and also has automatic switchover. Plus the thermostat's right here on the outside, so it is quite easy to adjust. Right down underneath that, you will see your fuse panel right here, as well as your breaker panel. So you're wondering where that's at, that's where it's located. And then you have a really large single bowl sink. So the cool thing about single bowl sinks is if you have like residential pots and pans, you can actually set them down in here to wash them, especially with the high-rise faucet. Then over to this side here, you have the 2-burner cooktop. You also see an electrical outlet, dual USB ports there, LED lights here, of course, and then the window. Right up top, you have storage. Here's that speaker I was mentioning. You'll see that you have the built-in shelf. That makes it perfect for your spice cabinet, or if you want to put dishes up there, cups, plates, you can do that too. Microwave right up top here, and then if you take a look underneath, you see additional storage right down there. You'll also notice that you have your direct vent furnace here, and then you have a drawer for all of your flatware. Now, as we make our way to the front, this, of course, is where your Murphy bed is located. You do have a TV backer right here, so if you want to mount a TV in the wall, you can certainly do that. One last thing before we hit the Murphy bed, I do want to mention, I showed you the direct vent furnace. This one does have a roof-mounted AC as well. We probably didn't get it in previous shots there, but, if it is a hot day, you will stay nice and cool with that AC. So enough about that. Moving on to the Murphy bed. You'll see it does have armrests on the side here. These are removable, nice and easy. You have electrical outlets on both sides as well as dual USB port over here as well. So that way, if you need to plug anything in, you can easily do that. On the one side, you will also see that you have wardrobe hanging space. So if you need to hang some clothes, that is where you will do it. And then to make this into a bed. So this is just a jackknife sofa, lift it up and drop it down. This right here is access to your pass-through, so you kind of have another access point here. You'll want to undo the locks on both sides. I already undid the one over there. We'll undo this lock right here, and then this drops right down just like so. And there it is. There is your sleeping space. Now the cool thing about this is because it's only a single fold, you can generally keep your sheet on here. Maybe your blanket, it'll be a little tight with the blind over there, but at the very least the sheet, so that way you can just toss your blanket right on top and you're good to go. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Wildwood FSX 179DBK. Right up front here is your 20-pound propane tank. Directly behind that, you will see rails there for your battery. Coming up the front, black diamond plating to help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that get thrown up by your tow vehicle. Another thing I've noted up here too is the size of the frame. For the size of the trailer, this actually has a larger frame than what a lot of the competitors out there are using. Coming around to the side, you will see solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. As far as the pass-through, I'll open this up for you so you can take a look in there. There's the spare tire we saw underneath the bed, but again, that is the pass-through storage. Now because the Murphy bed, you don't get quite the height that you get in a lot of other trailers, but at least you do still get decent storage in there, especially again, considering you do have the Murphy bed. To be able to get into the camper, you have the foldable grab handle right here, as well as 2 foldable steps. Gives you that little extra control when entering or exiting the RV. Power awning on here as well. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go back in. And you have the LED light strip, so that way you have light at night. If you need to plug anything in outside, this will be the place to do it. You see an electrical outlet there. And then as we make our way around to the back, this is one of my favorite parts about this camper. You know, you generally don't get this on a lot of small bunk models like this, but I love the fact that they were able to include an outside kitchen. That's what I love about bigger bunk models. And again, I like the fact they're able to do it with this one as well. So you got the drawer, the refrigerator, a little bit of space here underneath. And if you do want to do some cooking, you have the propane quick connect right there so you can set your grill up. If you need water out here, you also have a spray port. Granted, it's only cold water access, but at least they gave you something. Right over here, you have the square tubular bumper with an end cap. You can pop that off, gives you a convenient spot in which you can store your sewer hose. And if you take a look right up top there, you will see backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it will save you money on labor. Coming around to the off-door side here, we have our cable and satellite inlet right back here. Underneath is your termination. You can see both your black and gray tank valves there. Coming up a little ways, you have your 30-amp power cord tucked away right here. If you're going somewhere you don't have city water, you'll want to make sure you fill your fresh water tank. That's what this is for. If you do have city water, you will hook it up right there. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2019 Wildwood FSX 179DBK. If you're interested in this little travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.